Welcome to the next installment in my video lecture series in economics. And in this particular video lecture, I'm going to be taking a look at the role of marginal analysis in defense. This is from my public finance course in the section regarding defense expenditures. And in this particular video lecture, we're going to be looking at the work from Charles Hitch. And he was an assistant Secretary of Defense in the Kennedy and Johnson administrations. And he sort of introduced this type of marginal analysis when it talked about defense expenditures and defense strategy, etc. So what we're looking at here is, if we're talking about trying to destroy different targets and how many missiles we can use and how many actual targets we destroy, he came up with a table very similar to this, where obviously if you don't shoot any missiles at the enemy, you're not going to destroy any targets. But if you shoot 100 missiles at that collection of targets, you'll destroy 50 of them. If you shoot 200 more, your total number of targets destroyed will be 75, etc., etc. So that the first two columns show you the total return for the number of missiles that are shot. And the third column shows you the marginal return, i.e. every time we shoot an additional 100 missile at the enemy, how many additional targets are destroyed. And he brought up that this was an important concept to take a look at because, as with any type of analysis, it's a cost-benefit analysis. What's the marginal benefit? What's the, i.e. the marginal return, and what's the marginal cost of doing that? So if we take that data and we plot out total return, so we have 100 number of missiles will give us 50 kills, 200 missiles will give us 75 kills, 300 missiles will give us 88 kills, and we can put the last few in. I didn't put the lines in because I thought it would be too much on the eyes. So if we plot that information out with total return, so number of missiles versus total return, we get our total return curve. So you can see it's very steep at the beginning and it starts to flatten out as we shoot more and more missiles. If we overlay the marginal returns curve, we get something along the lines that look like this. So you can see as we shoot more and more missiles, those 100 missiles, those additional 100 missiles, destroy fewer and fewer targets. So we're hitting decreasing marginal returns. So we might, at the beginning, for example, 100 missiles will destroy 50 targets, but the last 100 missiles, going from 400 to 500, will only destroy 3 additional targets. So this Charles Hitch gentleman was one of the first people in the United States to sort of introduce this type of marginal analysis when we're talking about strategy and expenditures, taking a look at, not looking at the total number of targets that are being destroyed, but how many targets are being destroyed on the margin.